Hi, my name is Amber. Welcome back to my channel, Books and Beaches. So you may hear my air conditioner on today. Hopefully it's not too loud, but it's like 90 degrees outside in Wisconsin today and I'm not turning it off because I can only imagine how warm it would get in here. So it has been a while since I have done a book haul, so this is going to be a doozy because a lot of books here. And not only have I picked up a lot of books lately, it was my birthday last month, so I had some gift cards that I got to use, and one that I still need to finish up using. And then it was Stuff Your Kindle Day, which I am not going to talk about all of those here, but I did get a lot of books there. So it has been, yeah, some really good, book buying times. So let's go ahead, jump in, and take a look at all the books that I picked up recently. So one of them I do want to mention that I grabbed on my Kindle, and this was before Stuff Your Kindle Day, was The Comeback Summer by Allie Brady. It's an author duo. I read their first book, and of course, it is completely, why can't I think of the name of it? Oh my gosh, of course. Their first one was, The Beach Trap. Goodness, and I loved that book. It was set in Destin, Florida, and it just made me think of all the vacations that I've taken on the Gulf Coast, and so really enjoyed it. So when I saw that The Comeback Summer had come out, I picked up the Kindle version of that. So that's kind of my first thing there. And like I said, I picked up a lot of other things on the Stuff Your Kindle Day. I think that was June 30th. It was primarily romance reads, which most of you know is not my thing. But there were a significant amount of mystery thrillers available. I did notice a lot of them are the first in a series, which is not always my jam, but I took what looked interesting to me because they were free and it's not going to hurt to have them on my Kindle, and it's not going to add to the mess that's behind me. So let's go ahead and take a look at the books that I physically picked up. So one that I can't remember if I have hauled or not, but that is Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. This is actually my in-person book club pick for July. Unfortunately, I won't be there. I'm so jealous, but I will be camping, so it's all right. And I'm actually already 30% of the way into this one, and I'm enjoying it so far. Perfect summer read. I love a good book set at a summer resort. It's giving me the resort is giving me a little bit of Dirty Dancing vibes, but enjoying it so far. So this first one. This next one I actually won via a Goodreads giveaway as the bookmark is falling out, and this is Second Shot by Cindy Dees. Now I don't exactly know what this one is about, but it says it's going to be a thriller series where a retired CIA wet work specialist, aka a highly killed assassin, is trying to reconnect with her family and settle into normal life. So it was one of those things where I went on a Goodreads giveaway binge and just happened to win this one, so that was pretty cool. And let's see, when does this one come out? Of course, it doesn't say on here when it's going to come out, so I'll try to link that below. Next up are my 2 book of the month picks, and these were from June, I believe. Yep. So my June pick was She Started It by Cyan Gilbert. I have heard really good things about this one. I love the cover. Love it, love it, love it. But I don't remember. It says the party of a lifetime is nothing like what they expected. So I know it was the thriller choice in the month of June, and so I picked that one up. And then June, obviously, like I said, was my birthday month, so I picked up The Whispers by Ashley Aldrain as my birthday pick, and this cover is actually gorgeous as well. I don't exactly remember what this one is about either, but I did read The Push by Ashley Aldrain and was surprised at how much I liked it, so I wanted to pick that one up. And so I went to Barnes & Noble a couple times because my awesome brother got me a Barnes & Noble gift card for my birthday. And so I know the first one I picked up was The Drowning Woman, and this is by Robin Harding. And the cover is just creepy as it is, but it is a deliciously twisted story of friendship, retribution, and betrayal about a homeless woman fleeing a dangerous past and the wealthy society wife she saves from drowning, who pulls her into a dark web of secrets and lies. So when I heard that, I was like, yeah, that sounds great. So I picked that one up. One that I'm actually shocked I have not picked up and read yet, but I know I want to do this one via audiobook because they pick the most amazing narrator for all of their audiobooks, and that is S.A. Cosby's All the Sinners Bleed. So excited. And this one I actually ended up getting early because my Barnes & Noble has been putting things out like a week ahead of time. And once I think we asked one of them and they said, as long as the box doesn't say don't put out until the release date, they can put it out early. And this is one of them. So I had this like a week and a half early, and yet here I sit, still haven't reading it yet. But I'm working on it, I really am. So I am so looking forward to this one. It says a black sheriff, a serial killer, a small town ready to combust. So I know this is probably going to be thrilling and violent and just intense. So can't wait. This next book is all Audrey from Chapter and Converse's fault, because we were talking about different books and I forget why this one even came up. Probably because we were talking about Taylor Adams' The Last Word and how creepy it is to live alone and then read a chapter about a man like standing in a dark shadow in your bedroom. And so she said, pick up Kiss the Girls by James Patterson. And I said, let's go. Why not read a book that's going to freak me out about living alone? So here we are. I found this at my half price books and just knew I had to pick it up. I believe this is, I want to say it's part of, oh, no, it isn't. I thought it was part of, oh, maybe it is part of the Alex Cross novels. I read a lot of the Alex Cross novels in high school, but there are so many of them I've never caught up. So yeah, had to pick that one up, all because of Audrey. Another one that I got on release day was Ruth Ware's 0 Days. Now, I have been on a Ruth Ware binge a little bit. I just finished Woman in Cabin 10 not too long ago. But I still haven't read The It Girl. It's actually sitting somewhere around here. I know it's yellow. But I need to read that one because that was released last year, but this is her release from this year, so I knew I had to pick it up because I am a Ruth Ware fan, and just a super fun cover. I love that. So yeah, looking forward to picking that one up. I'm going to say that a lot, but let's face it, I'm looking forward to picking all of those up, but I feel like I say this every single time. Another one I found at half price, and the only reason I knew about this one is because I had talked about it in one of my new release videos, so I know it came out recently, and that's Killing Me by Michelle Gagnon. And if I remember right, yeah, it's a twisty game of cat and mouse, and El Casimano, says it's as addictive as the Vegas Strip. And it says it's going to be a laugh out loud funny thriller with a heroine who's a total mess. So I'm wondering if it's going to be similar to like the Finley Donovan series, because those are thrilling but funny. So pick that one up. All right, still a whole nother pile to go. Oh my goodness, I'm just laughing at myself here. I picked up an additional copy of Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. This is probably one of my most loaned out books, and one of mine is just kind of falling apart, and another one of mine I never got back from a friend, and I doubt I'll ever get it back. Long story. So I picked up another copy because I love this book, and I love making people read this book. So I had to add another one to my collection, just like I think I have 3 copies of Riley Sager's, a couple of his different books. So anyway, all right, another one, and I'm trying to think. Nope, I picked this. I've hit up half price way more than I need to. But this is Dead Girls Can't Tell Lies, or Tell Secrets. Reading is hard sometimes. Dead Girls Can't Tell Secrets. This is by Chelsea Icasso. I believe I've either read something by her before or I have something on my shelves. And this one kind of caught my attention because it says Piper Sullivan was in a strange hiking accident last month and has been in a coma ever since. Her older sister Savannah can't pretend to be optimistic about it. Things look bad. Piper will likely never wake up, and Savannah will never get any answers about exactly what happened. So yeah, I like a good YA, and I'm pretty sure this one was fairly cheap at half price. So I said, all right, let's pick that one up. One that I know I have the audiobook As an Arc from NetGalley, which I need to pick it up because I'm a little bit behind, but I needed to read the first one this year before I picked up this one, and that is The Widowmaker by Hannah Morrissey. I wanted a copy to put on my shelves because I have a copy of the first one, and so now I can kind of read and listen in tandem. And this is the second book in the Black Harbor series. So I just read the first one, Hello Transcriber, earlier this year. So this one says, a wealthy family shrouded in scandal, a detective tasked with solving an impossible cold case, and a woman with a dark past collide in this stunning new Black Harbor mystery. So that one. We've still got some more to go. One that just came out, and I believe it was last week, so I knew I had to pick it up, and that is Too Late by Colleen Hoover. How cool of a cover is that? And quite honestly, I didn't even know what this was about. I just saw Colleen Hoover and I said, yeah, I need to have that. But I do believe this one is going to be more on the thriller side of things versus some of her other ones that she writes, because it does say a psychological suspense novel of obsession and dangerous love. So, and they reference Verity on the back of this one, so you know it's going to be more along those lines instead of some of her other ones. So, had to have that one. Probably should be picking it up sooner than later, but I also know back here in my last haul I had Colleen's other new book that she wrote with Taryn Fisher, so yeah, gotta work on picking those up. One I grabbed off of Pango to add to my collection, and that is S.A. Cosby's Blacktop Wasteland. I don't believe I've read this one yet either, but I was obsessed with Razor Blade Tears, and then I read, oh gosh, now I can't remember what the other one was, but I've really liked everything that I picked up for him so far. I mean, you have to be in the mood because these are going to be usually pretty violent, but I wanted to pick this one up, and I couldn't turn down a good deal on a hardcover. So one that I need to get the pair to go with it, but I picked up Falling by TJ Newman. I found this one at half price as well, and I had already read this one, but I really love this book, and this is a book that I definitely plan on loaning out to friends and family because it's so good. The only thing I would say is don't read this before you go on a flight anywhere. And now my goal is to also at some point pick up Drowning. I have already read that. I have a copy of it on my Kindle and loved it. So yeah, I just knew I had to have a copy on my shelves, and I'm looking forward to getting a copy of Drowning as well. Now this one does not have the end pages, but the end pages on Drowning are amazing. So there we go. This one, I don't even remember when I picked this one up. This is a Lisa Unger book, In the Blood. I am a fan of Lisa Unger. I actually just got approved for her newest book coming out, which I believe is a Christmas book. But I must have saw this one on the shelves. It was praised by Karen Slaughter, so who doesn't want to read that? And it says, someone knows Lana's secret and he's dying to tell. So when I find a cheap Lisa Unger, I usually pick it up. All right, one that I just picked up recently, and the topic really intrigues me, and that was Things I Wish I Told My Mother. And this is by Susan Patterson and Susan DeLallo with James Patterson. So I'm wondering, I'm assuming Susan Patterson is James Patterson's either wife or sister, but it says a mother and a daughter on vacation in Paris unpack a lifetime of secrets. So that just sounded super interesting to me. And yeah, it says every mother and daughter should have conversations that change their lives. This book will win your heart. And that's a quote from Ellen Hildebrand. So I did see that. I like Ellen Hildebrand a lot. So I'm looking forward to just picking this one up. I think it'll be different than some of the other things I read, but it sounds really good. So, and then last, but certainly not least, is the new Riley Sager, The Only One Left. I have already read this. It was the last book I picked up in June, and it did not disappoint. I've always loved Riley Sager, and I didn't discover him right away. He had already had a few books out under this pen name by the time I discovered him. And as all of you know, The Last Time I Lied is probably one of my favorite Riley Sagers ever. This one, the last couple Riley Sagers have not been as engaging for me and this one picked right up where some of the first ones I read were. It is so good, so fantastic, kept me guessing the whole entire time, and it's a super quick read as well. So this one will definitely go on some of the top favorites from Riley Sager for me. So I was thrilled to pick this one up, and I cannot wait. I know my mom is ready to get her hands on this one. So that is everything that I have picked up recently. It is quite the haul, but like I said, it was my birthday last month, so I did have kind of some funds to spend with that. I do have a couple more book of the month books coming this week. I believe I picked the new Megan Golden book, and of course the name is escaping me right now, but I know I picked that one up. I had the arc of it, and I figured I would just want a copy of it because I know it is a continuation of The Night Swim, and I really, really liked that one. Podcast element was fantastic. And then I do have another book coming a little bit later this week. You know, the holiday always messes with things a little bit, and that is Simone St. James' new book. So excited for this one. It's Silence for the Dead. So really looking forward to that one when it gets here later this week. So what are the new books that you have picked up recently? Anything that I should be adding to my wish list? Please let me know in the comments below. As always, if you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.